Let me ask you something, and I want you to sit with this question for a second before you answer it. If your employer called you tomorrow morning and said, "We're letting you go. Today is your last day," what would happen to your life? Would you be fine, or would everything start to fall apart within 30 days? I'm not talking about emotionally. I'm talking about financially. Could you still pay your rent, your car note, your subscriptions, your kids' school fees, your weekend plans? If the honest answer is no, or even maybe not, then this video is not just for you. This video is about you. Because here's the truth that most personal finance channels won't say out loud. You are not trapped by your job. You are trapped by your lifestyle. And those are two very different prisons with very different keys. I'm Jerry. Welcome to Explained Financially, where we break down the money concepts that actually change how you live. Stay with me, because what I'm about to walk you through might be the most uncomfortable and the most important financial mirror you have ever looked into. Let's start with a character. His name is David. David earns $5,000 a month. He's been at his company for 6 years. He's good at his job, but he doesn't love it. His boss isn't the best. The work stopped being exciting around year 3. And he fantasizes, regularly, about starting his own thing, switching industries, or just taking a break. But David never quits. And the reason he gives himself is the timing isn't right. Here's what David's life actually looks like financially. He pays $1,400 in rent for an apartment that, honestly, is a little more than he needed when he moved in, but it's in a good neighborhood. He drives a car with a $520 monthly payment because, well, he needed something reliable. He spends about $600 on food between groceries and eating out, and that's a conservative estimate. He has 4 streaming subscriptions, a gym membership he uses twice a week, a music app, a cloud storage plan, and a skincare subscription box. That's another $180 gone. He sends money home. He goes out on weekends. He buys clothes when something catches his eye. He books trips when his friends are going somewhere. David doesn't think he's spending recklessly. And honestly, he's right. Nothing on that list is crazy. Nothing is irresponsible on its own. But altogether, David's lifestyle costs $4,600 a month to maintain. That means David has a $400 margin between his income and his lifestyle. That $400 is not freedom. That is a leash. Here's the concept I want you to walk away with today. And I want you to remember this phrase, lifestyle lock-in. Lifestyle lock-in is what happens when your standard of living quietly rises to meet, or nearly meet, your income. It's not a sudden thing. It creeps. You get a raise, you move somewhere nicer, you get a bonus, you upgrade your car. You start earning more, you start spending more. And before long, the life you're living requires every single dollar you earn to keep running. And here's what makes lifestyle lock-in so dangerous. It doesn't feel like a problem until you need a way out. You don't feel trapped on a Tuesday when everything is fine. You feel trapped the moment you want to leave and realize you can't afford to. There's even a name for this in behavioral economics. It's called lifestyle inflation, or hedonic adaptation, the human tendency to normalize upgrades and then need them to feel okay. The apartment that felt luxurious in year 1 just feels like where you live by year 3. The car that excited you is just your car now. The lifestyle that was a reward has become a requirement. And this is the silent enemy of financial freedom. Now let's get specific about how this trap actually works, because there are 3 mechanisms quietly operating in the background of your financial life. The first is fixed cost expansion. Every time you upgrade something with a monthly commitment, rent, a car payment, a subscription, you are converting future income into a locked obligation. These aren't just expenses, they are anchors. And the more anchors you drop, the harder it is to move. David's rent and car payment alone eat up nearly $2,000 a month. Those 2 line items mean that no matter what happens, no matter how unhappy he is, no matter what opportunity shows up, he needs at least $2,000 coming in every single month just to keep the basics running. The second mechanism is social spending pressure. This one is quieter but just as powerful. When your social circle upgrades, you upgrade with them. Trips, restaurants, events, gifts. Your spending starts to mirror the people around you, not your actual financial goals. You're not making conscious choices anymore. You're making social choices. And social choices are almost always more expensive than strategic ones. The third mechanism is the absence of a financial runway. A financial runway is the amount of time you could survive at your current lifestyle without any income. Most financial advisors recommend 3 to 6 months. But when your lifestyle locked in, your runway might be 3 to 6 weeks. And here's why that matters. Every bold financial decision in life requires a runway. Leaving a job to start a business? Runway. Negotiating a raise without fear? Runway. Walking away from a toxic workplace? Runway. Taking a calculated risk on an investment? Runway. Without a runway, you cannot afford to make powerful decisions. You are perpetually in survival mode, and survival mode keeps you stuck. Now, I want to be very clear about something, and I need you to hear this carefully. This is not about shaming anyone for enjoying their money. You worked for it. You should enjoy it. This is not a video telling you to cancel your subscriptions and eat the same meal every day for the rest of your life. This is a video about awareness. Because the most dangerous thing about lifestyle lock-in is that it is completely invisible. You don't see the cage. You just notice, over and over again, that you can't seem to move. You can't take the risk. You can't leave. You can't say no to a job you hate, because your lifestyle already said yes on your behalf. The question was never whether you spend money. The question is whether your spending gives you freedom or costs you freedom, and those are not the same thing. So let's talk about what to actually do, because this channel is not about identifying problems without solving them. 3 moves, that's it. The first is to calculate your freedom number. Right now, not tomorrow, right now. Add up every non-negotiable monthly expense you have: rent, utilities, debt payments, food, transportation. That total is your cost of survival. Then ask yourself, how many months of that do I have saved? If the answer is less than 3, your first financial priority, before investing, before anything else, is building that buffer. Everything else comes second. The second move is to audit your fixed costs ruthlessly. Go line by line through your bank statement, not to judge yourself, to see yourself. Every fixed monthly commitment has made you a partial hostage. Ask this question about each one. If I lost my job tomorrow, would I desperately fight to keep this? If the answer is no, it is a candidate for elimination or reduction. You are not cutting it because you are struggling. You are cutting it because you are buying back your own freedom, and that is one of the most powerful purchases you will ever make. The third move is to design for the gap. The gap between what you earn and what your lifestyle costs is your most important financial metric. Not your salary, not your investment returns, the gap. David's gap was $400. That is not enough to build anything with. A healthy gap, one that creates real options in your life, is at minimum 20% of your income, ideally 30%. If your gap is smaller than that, your lifestyle is too close to your income, and you are one emergency away from a crisis you are not prepared for. Widen the gap. Protect the gap. Invest the gap. That is the entire formula, and everything else in personal finance is a footnote to that truth. Here's what I want to leave you with. Freedom is not a salary number. There are people earning $10,000 a month who feel completely trapped, and there are people earning $2,500 who sleep soundly every night because they have built margin into their lives. The difference is not income. The difference is the relationship between income and lifestyle. Your job should be a choice, not a cage. And the only way to make it a choice is to ensure that your lifestyle does not require it to survive. David, from our story, doesn't need a different job. He needs a different strategy, and so might you. So here's what I want you to do before this video ends. Open your bank app, add up your fixed monthly costs, and divide that number by your monthly income. If that number is above 0.8, your lifestyle is your lock. Now you know. And knowing is always where it begins. I'm Jerry. This is Explained Financially. If this one hit differently today, subscribe, because we do this every single week. And share this with someone in your life who needs to hear it. They might not even know they need it yet. See you next week. Until next time, stay aware, stay free, and remember, your lifestyle should serve your life, not own it.